Drag Queen Story Hours will continue. It's May 28th, 2025, and these are your headlines. Well, House lawmakers failed to vote out a bill that would have barred libraries from receiving state funds if they host drag shows or Drag Queen Story Hours for minors. Senate Bill 18 by Senator Brian Hughes was placed towards the end of the calendar yesterday by the Calendars Committee, but it did not make it to the floor before midnight, the deadline for the House to consider Senate legislation. Brady Gray, the president of Texas Family Project, told Texas Scorecard that while the Senate answered the call to stop taxpayer-funded drag events targeting children, House leadership chose delay and silence. Now, the proposal would have prohibited the state from funding a library who hosts an event at which a man presenting as a woman or a woman presenting as a man reads a book or a story to a minor for entertainment, and the person being dressed as the opposite gender is a primary component of the entertainment. If a library violated the measure, the state and political subdivisions of the state could not provide any funding the following fiscal year after the offense. Now, this is the second successive session that this measure, a priority of Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick and the Republican Party of Texas, has been passed by the Texas Senate but failed to pass the Texas House. 4 individuals suspected to be involved in the tragic death of 18-year-old Ava Moore on Lake Grapevine over Memorial Day weekend were in the country illegally, having entered during the Biden administration, with most encountered and released by federal authorities. According to Attorney General Ken Paxton, Moore was kayaking on Sunday when she was struck and killed by a jet ski. The driver, identified as Dikerlin Alejandra Gonzalez, fled the scene with the help of others and was later involved in a separate hit and run while attempting to avoid arrest. Gonzalez, a Venezuelan national, was arrested by law enforcement with the assistance of Paxton's Fugitive Apprehension Unit. Immigration records indicate she entered the U.S. illegally in September of 2023 and was released after being encountered by Border Patrol. The Texas Scorecard has learned that 3 other individuals tied to the incident who helped her flee the scene or were present are also Venezuelan nationals who entered the country within the last 2 years. According to federal records, they were either released with notices to appear years in the future, issued immigration court dates that were never processed, or overstayed temporary visas. One individual re-entered the U.S. after initially being expelled under Title 42, while another filed an asylum application to avoid removal proceedings. None of them were held in detention. One of these individuals has also been arrested. The arrests involve cooperation between the Texas Attorney General's Fugitive Apprehension Unit, Texas Parks and Wildlife, the Grapevine and Dallas Police Departments, Texas Department of Public Safety, and the U.S. Department of Homeland Security.
Do you feel increasingly isolated? Like the world has gone insane and you are part of one small, clear-headed remnant? Let me be the first to tell you, you're not alone. I'm Sarah Gonzalez, and on my new show, Come and Take It, I'm going to call out the crazy so you can be empowered to change Texas and the nation. Overcome the schemes of the left designed to keep Texans paralyzed and silent. Watch or listen to Come and Take It today.
Legislation to stop secret settlements in sex abuse cases is headed to the governor's desk after receiving unanimous support in the Senate and the House. Senate Bill 835 by Angela Paxton, known as Trey's Law, prohibits the use of nondisclosure agreements, or NDAs, that protect predators and silence victims of sexual abuse. Trey's Law is named after Trey Carlock, who took his own life after being silenced by an NDA following childhood sexual abuse. SB 835 renders unenforceable any NDA or confidentiality provisions with respect to sexual abuse and includes a list of crimes considered to be acts of sexual abuse. The bill applies to any type of contract or agreement entered into before, on, or after the bill's effective date. SB 835 also requires a court order to enforce any existing NDA that conceals sexual abuse. Agreement terms such as the victim's identity and settlement amounts may remain confidential, but the identity of the perpetrator cannot be concealed. Once Governor Abbott receives SB 835, he will have 20 days after the legislature's final adjournment on June 2nd to sign or veto the bill, or take no action and allow Trey's Law to become Texas law on September 1st. For more of today's stories, go to TexasScorecard.com.